Just happy to be out here, man. Super nice. JuJu Foundation tonight, man. Do stuff with Macy's and the kids, giving back to community. Something that I love. It's really nice, man. So I'm really super excited about TJ's re-up. Obviously, I know Steelers don't do contracts during the season, so I knew that was coming, and was super proud that obviously we paid him what he's worth. You saw this past weekend against the Buffalo, made a huge impact for us to get points on the board. I felt like when we played against Buffalo, it was I think the biggest thing that I took away from it is that there was no negativity on the sideline about the receivers getting enough balls or anything like that. I felt like we kept our composure as far as like our group, our offense. You know, we stuck together in a hostile environment like that. Bills Mafia, super insane, but really good team. But I think we came out on top. Second half, we just put it together. I think a little bit of hurry up offense by Ben and him calling what he knows in his plays and getting used to that. I think that was huge, and finishing out the game right. What I think about this upcoming team. Great team. Obviously, we saw that Monday. They're a team that doesn't quit. Looking at the defense side of the ball, they've always stick in it. What the matchup I got is, hopefully we can get, get some balls downfield, find little, drops here and there. But it's gonna be a tough game. It's gonna be crazy because one, we have the home opener for us, Steeler Nation to come out. The fans, it's gonna be insane. Try to book my mom a hotel room. It's been hard the past couple days just because all the fans are out here. Also, I think Raider Nation and their fan, and I know the rival between us is really insane. And they got us last time when we played in Oakland. Now they're the Vegas Raiders, but I'm just super excited with everything. Is there any questions?
You grew up in SoCal as a Raider.
I actually did not. I think I was born in 1996. I was born in 1996. I think Raiders was just there and they just had left. But I wasn't. There was no LA team, NFL team at the time. So it was all about Reggie Bush, USC, Pete Carroll, that era, Lendo White, Troy Polamalu, those guys. So there was no NFL team, and then kind of just got drafted into a team now I'm a Steelers fan.
How rocking do you think Mansfield should get?
Oh, I just think it's rocking. I think it's gonna be insane. Just because we haven't had fans, really, I think for us to have 5,000 to 10,000 people come to our, our camp during the summer was pretty insane. But to have 68,000 to 70,000 people come out and support, it's gonna be insane. It's gonna be so much fun.
Are you someone who feeds more off of being in an away stadium full of fans or being in a home stadium?
Ooh, that's a good question. Oh, I love the away stadiums. I embrace being in a hostile environment, just because it's the pressure that we get. But not only that, but I just love to shh the crowd, and that's one of the best feelings. But I also love Steeler Nation, just because we travel deep. I felt like it was, when we were on defense, we were pretty loud too in Bills Mafia territory. But I think this week is gonna be insane.
More outside, week when you did most of last year, you still played more of a sloppy, but outside though, you have that kind of
Yeah, I was very happy, with our play calling in the position they put us in. I think what Matt Kennedy is doing is right. It was good for the team. Like I said, whatever I can do to help, whether I'm outside, inside, I'll take the double teams. I'll take, being a decoy. I'll take, doing all the motion stuff like that, the blocks. It doesn't bother me as long as we win. That's all I care about.
Two more guys. You're still a pretty young guy. You said you mentioned you go to that day on Wednesday. Is that just because you're one of the older receivers, or how does that kind of start to become?
I put in my contract to take off Wednesdays off. Nah, it's just something we maintaining the body. I would say that this is year 5 for me. I've had some stuff in the past that we're just making sure we don't take any steps backwards. We're just moving forward, and obviously to be able to work with Ben when the time is right. So I would say that was a vet day for me.
Do you still feel like a young guy? I mean, given that was kind of your whole reputation, being one of the youngest guys in the league. Do you still feel like you're the same guy?
I feel like I am. I mean, I'm the same personality, same person. Obviously, my role in my receiving room is a lot bigger than what it was coming into the league, and I fully embrace that. I love, all the guys that I got in there, whether they're older than me, younger than me, same age as me. We all have a voice. We all leaders. I think we all have a say. But like I said, like it is a lot different. You know, I have a more of a bigger role, and like I said, you know, Wednesdays are vet days, going in there and taking care of my guys.
Can't get Danny to put you on the handstand?
Oh, I don't know. They ain't put me on it. I mean, can't do nothing about that.
All right, you got the first one out of the way. What's the biggest takeaway?
The biggest takeaway from the game? Man, there's a lot. There's a lot, man. So obviously it was my first game too, first away game. But you know, it's just the things that you really can't coach and practice. You only can learn in the game. What I mean by that is like, you know, certain I guess the way hose is there and not there no more. You know, take what you can, stuff like that from my standpoint. And really just understanding just the whole X's and O's of the game and what to expect on certain downs and what to expect they will do on certain downs. But really, it's just really getting a feel for the game and slowing everything down. And I mean, that's really what it is. Just slowing things down.
There was a play, I think, you guys ran counter, you kind of ran. There was an open hole in the slot corner, came in and tackled you. And the slot corner kind of came in and tackled you. Was that more of an NFL game speed thing? He came in quick. Was that more adjusting to the NFL? Kind of was there? It looked like you were setting him up for a move in space.
No, man. So, I mean, the Buffalo Bills had a good defense. They always had a down safety, so that was the free hat. I didn't really know where the free hat was. I just know that it was going to be a free hat. I mean, they had more numbers than us in the run game. They put another guy in the box. So I saw them last minute. And then he just made a good tackle. Really, it was bad on my part because I was one-on-one and I should have made the guy miss. But like I said, it was a free guy. I didn't know where he was at, but it was blocked perfectly. So really, that was just me not making the guy miss.
Do you expect to play every single offensive snap? Was it something where you asked to stay in, or did they say, hey, you're going to keep working through it?
I mean, shoot, it just happened, I guess. I mean, I didn't. Yeah, it just happened. I guess. I didn't realize it was played all of it, but you know. I mean, whatever they asked me to do, I'm cool with it.
Did it help you settle into the game?
Yeah, it helped me settle in a lot. Yeah, the more experience you get, especially for a rookie, the easier it'll slow down. So you know, me playing every snap, it did help out a lot for my NFL career.
Najee coaches will tell us biggest jump from week 1 to week 2.
Me personally?
What
did you say?
Teams will make the biggest improvements from week 1 to 2. Do you buy into that? Do you think it's going to be a lot different going out there this Sunday than last?
You talking about the team-wise or just me?
For you.
Oh yeah, of course. For me, yeah. Like I said, because you know you know what to expect a little bit now. I mean, going in the first game, you really don't know what to expect. It's good too that playing at a home crowd, so you don't almost be as loud. Sometimes I wouldn't even hear the plays, but that's just me on my part. But just having everything slow down, and then making a jump from what to improve on for first game and second game. It's part of it's part of the sport. Nothing's going to be how you want it first game in anything, especially when I just started something. If you start anything, it's not going to be perfect the first time. All that matters is about if you improving and keep getting better from the first time you started and where you at the second time and the third time and all that stuff. So we got a really good plan, and Coach Mike T understands. So it's just going out there and executing now.
Najee, you ran behind Alex Leatherwood for some time. You have a scouting report on him for TJ?
For TJ? Share good luck, I guess.
Did you watch Monday Night Football to study the Raiders? What were some of your
I watched a little bit, but then I went to sleep because I was tired. But I don't. I could say what I watched on TV, but on TV it's just people only see so much on TV. You really got to actually go in and learn the X's and O's of why they did things. So I watched a little bit of the game, but like I said, I went to sleep, man, just because I knew that the next day I'll have to watch film on them anyways. So
what were some of the things you noticed when you did watch film on the Raiders? Just the challenges they're going to bring with protection.
They got a good front for sure. The guys that they have there is really good. The defensive coordinator is really good too. So he has good schemes and plans of their stunts and just what they do on the D line to help them out on the secondary and the backers to read out stuff. So one thing that I did see is they really have a really good front for sure.
3 Alabama backs in this game. What's in the water?
3 Alabama backs? Oh, Kenya's there, huh?
And there's 3 others starting around the league. What's in the water down there in Tuscaloosa?
On the league? Oh, you talking about? Oh man, I don't know.
3 in this game.
Oh. You counted me as 3, right?
Yes.
Oh, I don't know, dog. I don't even know how to even answer that question. I guess they did a good job of producing backs.
All right, two more guys. What film did you watch? Did you watch a lot of the Chargers? You talked about the Raiders
Yeah.
defense. What was your preparation this week?
Yes, we watched. Like I said, they got a good defensive coordinator. So he was at the Chargers, right? Yep, he's with the Chargers. So we had a lot of their film we watched, and obviously against Baltimore. But that's the stuff that we're watching right now, and that we've been watching all week. So that's why I've been saying when I said they got a good front, and then how their defensive coordinators plays out their schemes and how they drop certain coverages and the stunts that they play. So.
All right, last one, guys.
What were your impressions of the Raiders from growing up in California?
You said what was my impression of the Raiders growing up in California?
Just a memory or anything like that?
In Oakland?
Yeah.
Sheesh. Them games was rough, man. Shoot, not the games, outside of the games was rough. Yeah. But hey, I'm from California, so I love all they fans, man. That's them all my people. So, this is somewhat as in, it's obviously a home game, but I got a lot of my family coming in too because it's the Las Vegas Raiders, but everybody else sees it as the Oakland Raiders, which I see it as it too because I'm a Bay boy. So, I'm excited to play against a team that I have watched, and that I actually went to a couple games. So, I'm just excited for sure.
TJ, a little jazzed to play in front of home fans?
I'm excited, super excited, and it feels like it's been almost like since my rookie year since I've seen fans on Heinz Field. So was jealous last week of the Bills for having their home fans there, and I'm just super excited, and hopefully we can get as loud as Heinz Field can possibly get.
TJ, what's specifically unique challenge about facing Derek Carr? He's a pretty different player from Josh last week.
Yeah, I think above the neck he's a great quarterback, and I think he has a great arm too. And as you can see, they do a lot of checks, and he's able to check out of a lot of things if he sees one or two high safeties and things along those lines. And he has a great surrounding cast too. I think 83 is kind of where the ball runs through, but they also have a good talented back, and their offensive line is pretty stout too.
Jacobs, you mentioned him being a talented back. What is it about Alabama backs? It seems like they're just everywhere in the league at this point. Of course, you guys have one.
Yeah, I don't know. Something about Bama backs, but Wisconsin backs are pretty good too, so I can't give them all the credit. But the SEC is a phenomenal conference to go against, and I think they just see a lot of reps, see things very fast, and allows the transition to be pretty easy for them in the NFL. And I'm very excited to go up against a talented back this week. I think just his size and his speed and just ability to catch a ball for a guy that size, and just it's like he always is creating separation, and I think that's what's really special about him is he's going to get the ball, or he's going to get targeted X amount of times. When you watch the game from Monday, and it still seems like they're still throwing the ball his way. He's still getting separation, and he's still able to come down with a lot of those key catches. So it's one of those things where everybody in the whole stadium is going to know we have to eliminate it, but the real test is going to be if we can actually do it or not.
You used the word Blitzburg last week, and obviously it's always fun to blitz. But last week you made the quarterback uncomfortable without actually having to blitz. What does that say for defense when you don't have to sell out like that? What does it mean if you can do both?
Yeah, as a rushman, I'm super excited about doing any four-man rush. Obviously, it always helps when you can have that fifth rusher come in off the edge or inside. However we like to do it, but like Coach Tomlin always says, we can do things however we want to. We know what our reputation says. Our reputation says we're a blitzing group, but we don't have to. We feel very comfortable with the four men that we have up front, and like I said, you add the rotational guys in there too. And as long as we stay fresh, the four-man rush can get home.
They had you working off ball with that spinner kind of standing up on the side. When you blitz four-man and you do those stunts working from the inside, you're crashing on the guard on that tackle on the inside. How does that help you guys with strength and pressure?
It's just a way to get movement with four and making it almost look like a blitz, or we can bring five out of a look like that too. So it's just adding a different wrinkle to a four-man pressure to make it look different and to get different type of matchups on it. And like I said, we know that if we're not going to blitz, we're not just going to sit there and give you the same look every single time either.
What about that rule is a little different than, say, just standing up out of the block?
You gotta know what you're looking at. I think that's the biggest thing is when you're sitting in the middle, you have so much to look at, and you're not just on the edge looking at your tackle into the backfield. You're seeing the whole field and just knowing what you're supposed to be keying on and staying to that. And just trying to, like I said, not see too much.
You guys talked about being able to be a defense in front of a full crowd here in Renegade, standing up in a big moment like that in front of a packed Heinz Field.
Yeah, I'm super excited. It's like I said earlier, it's been way too long, and I just hope that we can get it as loud as we possibly can. And I just want the fans to know how much of an impact it can really have on opposing offenses, especially when it comes to snap count things and just total communication. It truly does help us as defenders a lot.
Despite the lack of fans last year, you still, I think, had 11.5 of your sacks at home. What is it about playing at home that kind of leads to that?
I don't know, man. I just love Heinz Field. I love playing at home, and like I said, I couldn't be happier to play in front of Heinz Field, packed out, and I'm just looking forward to my drive in and seeing all the tailgaters.
You talked about the three-man rotation, you and Malcolm and Alex. What's the real world defense? Like, is that something in the fourth quarter that you can actually notice? Is that
We have yet to find out. I mean, like I said, it's tough coming off camp where I haven't really practiced a lot. And I mean, I felt great last week, but I mean, I knew I was going to have relatively fresh legs, and I felt good in the fourth quarter. And I'm sure that taking a couple reps off, whereas last year this time we were playing 80, 90 snaps a person for me and Bud, to be able to knock that down just by 10 reps will obviously help in the long term, and I'm sure we'll see that pay off soon here.
A couple more. To have Mel in the room and like new ideas, being able to bounce things off him and his value from that.
Yeah, it's been awesome just to have a guy who's a Pro Bowler, who's known for his pass rush in the room, and he has a lot of great drills that he's taught me, and just little things that once you're around the same group of guys for an extended amount of time, you kind of, I don't want to say you get lackadaisical, but you get used to what you're seeing. And when you get a new guy in here, especially of his caliber, he can say, hey, you're doing this with your hands, try something else. And it's really been a breath of fresh air to have him, and he looks great. I mean, super competitive guy, and I've learned a lot from him in a short amount of time we've been together.
How did Joe do last week?
What was that?
How did Joe show with you last week?
I thought he played well. I'm excited to have Joe here. I knew he was a very talented player and a smart player too, so I think he can do a lot of great things for us.
Najee giving you any insight on Leatherwood?
No, I haven't. I haven't even asked him. I haven't asked him. That's the thing. This time of year, there's only really one or two games, only a handful of snaps that you can look at opposing offensive linemen. So it's more about focusing on yourself and trying to get yourself in the best situation to throw your best pitches come game day.